In 1971, aged 17, I was a bit of a wild teenager. We were stopping around Yorkshire at the time, and we had some cousins there, just on a bit of spare ground. We were in Leeds, and there was an Air Force recruitment office nearby, and we were looking at all the young lads going in and out. Me and my cousins went over to have an eye up, see what was happening. When the officer came out and told us in no uncertain terms to clear off, he didn't want the likes of us round about. So that put my hackles up, and I decided that I was going to join the Air Force. Not that I wanted to join the Air Force, it's just that he told me I couldn't. I went to my ma and told her, and she wasn't too bad about it. I think her idea was that if she let me run with it, I'd soon come to my senses. My sister wasn't too happy. She was 5 years younger than me and didn't relish the idea of being left behind with just my ma and dad. It meant there was going to be a lot of things coming on her shoulders. My dad was a different kettle of fish. He was very anti-English and anti-forces, being an Irish Scot. He was also very proud of the fact that he could read and write his own name, but not much more than that. And I had to actually trick him into signing up the paperwork. I asked him to show me how he signed his name, and unwittingly signed my form. One stage he even wrote to the Prime Minister to get me out. The first thing we did was go to basic training down at RAF Spitalgate in Lincolnshire. That was very hard for me. The discipline was really hard. Being told what to do and how to do it was difficult. There was a good social life, and that was the first time that I'd got to either drink alcohol or wear makeup. I went to RAF Cosford to train as a teleprinter operator, and after that decided I'd done my bit and was going home. It wasn't as easy as that. The flight lieutenant at the time told me that you can't just go home, you'd signed up for 3 years. She told me that my personality was one that I wasn't going to be able to stick to anything for any length of time. She told me that there was no way I could stick to something that took any length of time or commitment, like being a nurse. So the next thing I knew, I was signing up to be a nurse. I went down to RAF Halton to do my basic training for nursing and came back up to RAF Cosford to do the 2.5-year training. The studying wasn't too bad. I managed to do that not too bad at all, and had quite a good social life. I eventually passed out as a qualified nurse in 1973. I got married in January of 1974 and left the forces in March 1974, having received my certificate from Mrs. Fowler.